On October 14, 1066, outside the town of Hastings in southeast England, two armies met in battle. One army was made up of English soldiers led by their king, Harold Godwinson. The other was a force of French and Norman soldiers led by Duke William of Normandy, also known as William the Conqueror. Both armies were there for the same reason, to claim the English crown. And by nightfall, one of them would be victorious. But before we get into the battle itself, we need to talk about how these two armies came to be at war. In January 1066, England's King Edward the Confessor died. Now, Edward had no direct heir, but he had a cousin named William of Normandy, who he had allegedly promised the crown to. But when Edward died, a powerful English earl named Harold Godwinson seized the throne. Oops. Now, William felt that this was his birthright and he wasn't going to let it go. So he spent months building ships, gathering troops, and securing the Pope's blessing to invade England and claim the crown for himself. In late September, he landed in England with his army and began marching toward Harold's location. Bad luck for Harold. He had just crushed a Viking invasion at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, and his army was exhausted and wounded. But he marched south to meet William anyway. When the two armies met outside Hastings, Harold's men were already at a disadvantage. William had cavalry, archers, and infantry, while Harold only had infantry. The English did have the advantage of position, though, as they took up positions on high ground and formed a solid shield wall, shoulder to shoulder. William tried everything to break the English line, charging at them with his cavalry, then raining arrows down upon them. But the English held firm. Finally, William pretended to retreat, and when the English followed him, thinking they had won, he turned his forces around and attacked. And that's when things started to go wrong for Harold. First, his brother Tostig was killed. Then another brother, Gurth, was taken prisoner. And, if legend is to be believed, Harold himself was struck by an arrow in the eye. With their king wounded and their line broken, the English fled the battlefield. William won the Battle of Hastings, and on Christmas Day 1066, he was crowned King of England at Westminster Abbey. From then on, he was known as William the Conqueror. Under William's rule, England would never be the same. He introduced new laws, appointed new rulers, and brought in a new language. The Anglo-Saxon elite disappeared and was replaced by Norman lords. Castles, cathedrals, and French words reshaped the island. The Battle of Hastings was more than just a fight over the English crown. It was the beginning of a new era in England's history. Thanks for watching.